really strong with this comp because he can set up so many things. Like he can set up an Impale, he can set up a Emperor's Divide, he can set up a charged Q.
Senna game last time around, but
what happened here? Ondil's just dead.
Ondil's having a rough day, man.
First blood given over to Quanta.
Sponge's jungle.
Yeah, it's being very annoying. Doesn't necessarily have to do this as Skarner. You could just try to farm it out, but he got baited himself. Berserker gets engaged on here in the top lane, as now going to have to use that heal to get away.
He could get Rich here. Like, Rich is donezo, man. I
think Dudu could almost just kill him alone, but either way, he's going to have Skarner here to help out. Pilshik with the last hit. As Berserker just backing right in front of them. Bring top lane.
Yeah, we do.
Sponge
just hanging out.
Shinjao waiting in the wings, but the wave is being cleared, so they don't really have a wave. Here comes the Talia as well, and they kill the Senna before any of that happens. Yehu gonna eat 2 turret shots.
Atlas would know.
It looks pretty cool. Yeah, he would know. He's like the one guy on our team that just always kind of knows. Going in onto Quantum. He does not have his flash. He has a ton of healing, but there are 3 guys here ready to eviscerate him, and eventually they will do just that. Sponge says, well, I'll take the kill if you don't want it, Teddy. And Sponge does pick up 1.
Berserker not even going to ult. Ondil, are you crazy today, or he's really...
Oh,
it might
picked
work.
out of midair, and yeah, he still has his ult, so he's totally fine. Pioshik goes for the Impale, but very much overestimating the amount of damage that he and Berserker could do to an Alistair with ult.
Yeah, I mean, I frankly overestimated it. Really did not expect that to go as well as it did, but the Alistair ult is still powerful.
And that is also going to be another objective.
The second big dragon fight where everyone starts to feel like they have their first item and they can actually force a fight. You know, that's where you really want to be making sure you can find something. Or Herald, right, which is also spawning in 90 seconds here. Rich does have, right now, his teleport. As Pioshik is caught, question mark?
Yeah, he's getting exhausted. They have the Jhin as well for the extra damage. The Sentinel going to help out a bit, but Pioshik just walking in a straight line, didn't have anywhere else to go. And that makes it easy for another kill to go
for the
over
Impale. It's just not going to work out. Down he goes.
Little play down here. Bulldog was, well, bullying Rich. We got TP coming in, but how long is that going to take from the Scion from the top lane? Bulldog, very nice divide. Talia coming on over. Dudu does get here, but it's 4v2 until, well, the rest of the team comes in, but Bulldog is already dead. And so DNF responding big time to that play just to lose Bulldog.
Yeah, that's...
So Yehu was very much on the money and on the ball there.
Yeah, a lot harder than it actually looks.
Oh, it's just Hex Tech Soul. Okay.
Scion in this case. And there's nothing to fight for here. Just want to remind DNF.
Yeah, you don't really have to fight for this vision. Taking a bunch of damage already is Pioshik, but so did Ondil. We got a wall coming down here. Pioshik will be forced to take a bunch of damage and just rock him into the wall. Meanwhile, Ondil is also taking damage on the front line. Sponge, he's the fed one, but he's nearly going to go down. Flash on in from Dudu, gets the job done. And, well, Rich, I mean, trying to frontline here. They got a block for Bulldog as, nearly gets Quantum as well on the backside. But actually a pretty good fight for DNF. They win it, and they get away. Meanwhile, Berserker just farming more souls onto Teddy. Already at 50.
He's able to show up with the TP that he has, get on top of Sponge. Pioshik lives here. The ultimate is fantastic. Berserker, they kite back. They have a lot of critical summoners here, and it's going to be hard for DNF to enter. I actually really like this call. Dudu cannot get here without his ultimate. He's going to use it to run over, but he won't have it for the fight.
Yeah, we have a wall coming down, so Yehu says, cool story. But the Bard ultimate got to keep it alive. Pioshik, he's in the pit. They stop it at 3,600. That's very smart from DRX, but already a ton of damage done to Rich. And that means that maybe it wasn't that smart after all. It's going to be a flip, though. The knockup goes on a Sponge. The timing isn't there. And 5 health, and Sponge gets it. That's all you need. Tons of damage, though, from Bulldog on the right side. Impale goes down onto the front line. Sponge will be the sacrifice, but he picks up the Otacon.
Now, can they get the rest of these members out? I think likely yes. Not the greatest chase comp here. They're going to look for a shove.
I mean, they should just be able to get Quantum here. I think reaching a little bit too far.
And Bulldog was the one who had ult. You know, if he was the one who was wrapping around there, and with the rapid fire cannon done here for Berserker, I think they're starting to actually be able to just straight up 5v5 here.
See how this goes. Andil, nice angle, but he's going to be spotted, and now it's maybe just going to be another flip here as nice Bard ultimate on a Teddy, and that's the one guy. The setup, but the wall actually going to interrupt the Scion, but still the front line here of DNF looking pretty strong, pretty healthy, as Dudu just getting a big three-man knockup from the side of Andil, but the Dragon goes over to DNF. Bulldog on the run, he gets taken out. And now they just exit. They got the Dragon, though, and that's going to extend this game for so long. Yahoo just goes in, and it's actually going to work out amazingly for the team. They get 3 on the backside of that fight, and it looks like they'll get a 4th as well.
And I can't even fault Pyushik for the play. Like, you know, that seemed like a slam dunk, but he just has enough health to get away. I don't even think he had Seraph, since this is very funny. Chase a Scion. Chase a Scion. Keep chasing that Scion.
Yeah, there's no Baron, so...
Then run from the Scions, ironically. That was a fight that looked like it maybe could have actually been the fight that gives DNF the win.
Point right now. How would DNF fight the next fight? I don't think he really can. Yes, okay, we're going to have a wall come down, maybe just trying to trap them, but they do have Bard, so...
That's kind of a win for DNF, actually a big win. Teddy caught.
Looking for Teddy, but the issue is, yeah, nobody can really follow up on that. A little bit of a overreach here. Andil has to go into his own ult. Meanwhile, the knockback here onto the front line is gigantic as DNF just hanging out, and they get punished for it. Down goes the Skarner, and Dudu's just ulting away. Meanwhile, the rest of DNF just trying to run, but the lockdown here from Teddy is there. As we do have some healing. Dudu looks like he is tanky enough. As another big shot will come through, but they got Pyushik.
Dudu does have TP, but without the jungler, and with the damage this Talia has with IE, double TP commit. With no jungler here, they just have to look for the fight win.
Yeah, I mean, Andil just going to flash away, and I think he just smite this down and go away. So that's totally fine for DRX.
That turret is barely standing here, but I think that alone will be enough of a deterrent of DNF for the follow-up. Maybe back a little bit safer.
Kind of stop some backs. I mean, it's annoying, but it's not really going to do all too much. I think DRX are in a very comfortable spot now.
I mean, DNF double TP to still lose the objective. They will get this turret as consolation. Bounty is...
And, you know, there's no MR outside of a Null Magic Mantle for Pyushik. Got a bit there on Dudu. And is now looking for the angle here on a Rich, but he is quite fast. Just going to avoid the ult. Not really going to amount to too much. I like the idea of trying to look for a pick, especially with the Baron push coming on in. And now we have a wall coming in. The knock back on the wall gets sponged into the base. Not sure if they actually wanted that. Pyushik going to flash on in. It's a trade of a couple, but down will go Dudu. And DRX will like that one.
Incredible synergy between Andil and Yehu in this, though. Like, Yehu is just like, just go on him, man. It doesn't even matter. I'm going to flip him. It's done. I have the Tank Buster build, as you mentioned. And he doesn't quite have the Void Staff yet, but he still hurts. And, I mean, Teddy is also huge. And with no ult to delay the game from Quantum here, he's still got half that cooldown left. They can continue to siege. If they get any picks here, I think they just end. And maybe they just slowly push anyways. 40 seconds left on this Baron. They decide to play it safer and pull back for Soul. DRX should be careful about overcommitting here. There are several wards that Bulldog and Dudu can TP to, but they're just going to go on Pyushik.
Yeah, they're going to find Pyushik here once again. The ult's totally going to miss. This Bard is also a miss so far in this game, and Quantum should be going down here as well. Rich has got the angle on a Bulldog, who is Azir, and has to flash anyway. The two of them, though, I mean, Azir and Senna do so much, but there haven't been any fights where they can really show off their stuff. Now, 10,000 gold the lead. DRX, as long as they don't do a DNF, they should be totally fine in this game. They're going to take down all 3 inhibitors and take the Hex Gate.
In the lane where the only defense was there for DNF, where they kind of had that one pushed out a little bit. He's like, nah, not really. I'm on that.
One last fight, and that's going to determine how it goes. I feel like they should sync up the waves a little bit better. Andil very low, actually. Going to take a turret shot on top of it all, so gets redemption. In goes Rich. He's just trying to find the angle, just trying to push in and take down the turrets. And Dudu quite low, actually. They have so much ability to get through the Scion. It's the last shot is going to get it done. Berserker lands that ult. So you see the chase here from Rich. In goes Bulldog onto that back line, but he's just getting shredded himself. And Berserker just distracted trying to kill an Aatrox. It's not going to happen. The wallets are just too large. And we will have a series on our hands. Game number 3 is on the way. As DRX take down game number